Huzzah! Is that good? It's good. We're good to go. Oh my goodness. Just get the live control up so I can see and hear everything that's happening. Right, yeah, that sounds good to me. So if you can hear the fans on in the background, it's very warm at the moment, and there are people outside, and there's not a great deal of breeze coming through, so I'm having to keep my fans on so I don't just explode. Anyway, Duskfade is out. Huzzah! Let's see if the things changed. So yesterday I streamed the entirety of the demo because I read that apparently the opening to the game was going to be a little different. So yeah, looking forward to seeing if that's true or not. I guess we just jump into it, right? Let's just do it. Save files, of course. Right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go through this game on Clockmaker mode. And then I'll go through the game on Master Clockmaker mode if I'm having a good time with it, you know? So let's do that. I will also say that, yeah, I don't know how long today's stream's gonna be. I've got some liquids with me to keep myself afloat, so hopefully it was good. I'll tell you what. Ooh. Right, my biggest criticism of the demo was performance with the opening and the overall performance of cutscenes. It does look like that we're sticking to a 30 FPS sort of dealio with the cutscenes at the moment, which again, not a massive fan of, but I will survive. Maybe it's just to help compress the game. I hope it's not because they deemed it to be more cinematic, because that's never the case for me. Okay, the animation here was a little bit... Yeah, his hair's still a little weird. That was shorter. We spent less time on that. Okay. Alright, yeah, the opening is a little different so far. I mean, I'd have to line it up beat for beat, but I think it's different. Ever so slightly. It feels shorter. Like things go... Oh... See, when it comes to slow moments like this, it's still a bit jarring, but when it comes to slow moments like this, I'd probably say that, like, this is more bearable than what I can imagine, like, cinematic action set pieces to be later on.
Your favorite sky pastries. Want to go eat them together at the plaza?
I'm still busy, I told you.
Lip sync looks a bit better.
I'm done with this. Go away.
Please, you've been locked in there for weeks. It's not good for you.
Just go away. I'm really close to getting this fixed. For both of us. I just need a little more time.
Get what fixed? What do you mean? I don't get it. I'm starting to worry a little. Please come out.
Just one last touch, Grandpa. Are you still there?
Yeah, animation quality looked a little smoother, actually. I remember thinking that, like, they felt a bit stilted during cutscenes. That was my major takeaway from the end of playing the demo, was just mentioning that the cutscenes themselves felt a little bit awkward, but just because like of how stilted some of the animations felt. But that's fine. That was
What?
okay. Again, the major issue that I have with that was just the frame rate. I do not know why that had to be specifically 30 FPS. Especially when the gameplay is so smooth. Like, I think there was only one area that we found, like, a little bit of stuttering from. Right, here we go again. We know the dealio at this point. And because we are playing the full game, let's poke and prod a few things. Let's see what's here. Oh god. Get some early currency in. That's gonna be the thing about the first 2-ish hours of this game. I have the power of foresight, so I know how much most things cost in this title. That seems new. Is this new? This little shimmery effect at the start? Oh no. I still don't know the term for it. I don't want to say chromatic aberration because I don't know if that's exactly true. That still seems to be here for the intro. It doesn't look like it's dialed down, and if it is, it's not to a noticeable degree. This still seems pretty overkill. But, as we know, it doesn't take that long to get into the game before they dial that down. I'm excited. Like, I want to see what's new.
Yeah, nice.
It's yeah, we can see these now. So that's a lira. We now know that. That's Grandpa. That's us. And then it just repeats. Okay. Right. Were there this many plus 10 gems here beforehand? Because that feels a little bit new. Mayhaps. I actually didn't think about this until now. We haven't had too many obstacles to sort of duck and dodge through. So I wonder if that's going to change for the update. Whoa. Oh, this feels new. I could be wrong. Was that always there before? Whatever this is. That... Oh god, I don't want to jinx it, but is this a new area? This isn't new, that's for sure.
No. Help! Please!
Come and get me.
They have an outline around them. The little fellas. They didn't have that in the demo, did they? That animation feels like I don't want to like just heap like a blind praise on things. That's part of the thing here. But and they're taking 2 hits to go down.
hang of this.
Perks of playing the demo.
Thanks for your help. Who are you?
Don't worry about it. My name's Zirian. What about you?
Yeah. After this stream, I'm definitely gonna have
Of
to
course I can talk.
place them back to back.
Sister's more skilled than I thought. Did you see where she went? This place blew up and I...
Skilled?
It's entirely possible I just didn't see it before. I just didn't notice it, but it felt like
This looks dangerous.
I won't leave without Lyra.
certain scenery additions have been added. That's what additions mean. Certain scenery elements have been added. It felt like there was an outline over the top of those little guys. That's interesting. Right, moment of truth. It's probably going to look the same. Let's be real. I mean, if this opening plays out... if the first 2 hours of this game plays out the exact same as the demo, I'm not going to have much of an issue. I quite enjoyed it. But I could very easily be convinced into thinking that there are lots of minor changes happening here.
Hey, not that way.
Talking cuckoo! Help! I'm slipping! Ah!
Yeah, that's all the same. We got a trophy now. Huzzah. I've only been through the demo twice, so my memory isn't going to be, like, super sharp when it comes to what's done, what's not. I credit myself when it comes to this sort of stuff for having a good memory anyway, but,
Head.
Oh, good.
we'll just see.
We thought you were a goner.
What? What happened? Lyra, where's my sister?
Your sister? No. We only found you and this, bird at the base of the tower.
This stupid tower has all of Tectonic chaos. It just came out of nowhere.
Not to mention that it's nighttime, and it doesn't look like dawn is coming anytime soon.
No, this isn't right. I think my sister's still in there.
Okay.
Bert, could you,
Don't call me that.
Sorry. So, what is it?
I'm not sure. If Alira did build me, she didn't bother with a name.
I used to have a pet bird. Sir Feathers. Maybe...
I'm no one's pet. You can call me Cuckoo for now.
Great. Could you lend me a hand, Cuckoo?
I don't know. Let's go to that tower for now, I guess.
Still running off the theory that Cuckoo's Alira. Okay, so maybe like camera angles, little things like that seem to be different. I could it could be wrong, but I don't know. Look at your house, the tower disappeared. Okay, so a lot of this dialogue's going to remain the same because I'm not expecting. Again, I'm not expecting massive changes from the opening, but I was informed that things were different. And I don't know if that's just like there's a bit of polish going on or something like that. That's entirely possible. Oh, you're inside now. Okay. I wonder if that's because not enough people went up there. I tend to see myself as quite thorough when it comes to games like this. So I would question why he would be brought in other than, again, not enough people saw him. Okay, that's all the same. That has confirmed to me that there are changes, though. So we'll just have to keep our eye out. Anything around here? Nothing new there. Right, Ticktown, let's have a look at this. I could be wrong. It does feel toned down in a good way. My eyes aren't bleeding as much. It feels like nighttime, which was the intention, rather than just... I think maybe they've dialed back the purple. That's what's happened here. Because it was kind of jarring to look at everything. Like, saturation-wise, it was just, like, boosted in the demo. This looks like it's been scaled back, and... yeah, good. Ooh, a bit of pop in there. Okay, yeah, so I think we can just assume that all the NPCs are going to have the same dialogue. They're just going to be placed slightly differently. I think the idea is that they're meant to be like... I think the idea is that this is meant to be like they are put in a bit more of an obvious place for the player to view them. Yeah, that's all the same. Okay, I'll check out the dialogue. I'll check out the dialogue a little bit, but if it is just going to be beat for beat, then I'll probably just try to get on with things. Because a lot of this is coming across as... I'm not meaning to hit them. Ooh, why is that so choppy? That's okay. Right, fine. Cool. Okay. Yeah, the closer we're getting, the stronger that saturation is getting, but it's still nowhere near as bad as what it used to be. Ooh, was there not a scene like here-ish previously? Oh no. That feels more like I don't remember all the little clock pieces being here. That animation's changed for sure. I feel like that's got to have changed that, because the flashes kept happening, but the camera wasn't shaking as much, and I don't remember all the numbers floating around it. And also, I think that the logo took a little longer to stretch out. I feel like that transition was a bit quicker this time around. Maybe the pacing's been adjusted. Maybe that's what's happened. Like, things are just being a little bit sped up to get the player into things properly. I did mention that I didn't have an issue with the game being... like, because the demo was like nearly 2 hours long, and potentially longer if you were to head back from things. I don't have a problem with that, pretty much. Like, let's go look at the tower. Okay, yeah. I don't have a problem with that. Like, it was fun to take my time and have a wander about. Okay, this is all the same. Yeah, it's a weird one because, again, we know that thing... I need to have a quick look-see to see if anything's changed, like get a list out or something like that.
The chains are blocking the way.
You know how to open it? You come from the inside, right?
No, I don't know. I just remember hearing a girl crackle. The rest is blurry.
That has to be Alira. You've got to get her out of there.
Looking at this mechanism, I think we need to follow those chains and snap them where they touch down.
Okay, that makes sense, but Where do we start? No, not Cinder.
I think we got an answer.
Sure, I'm in, but we're gonna need to convince the guard to let us through.
That doesn't sound too hard. Let's go.
Woohoo! Right, yeah, so there has been some extra content added to the opening, like, in terms of, like, I think just the opening sections overall, some polish and some balance. I didn't think, like, see, when I hear balance, I get scared of the word nerf. You know, I don't want that to be the case. I don't want to, because, if anything, I felt like I wanted a bit more of a challenge towards the end. Combat clicked quite early on for me. There was one encounter that I felt was a little bit shoddy, but that's just because they introduced a new enemy whilst being surrounded by like previous other enemies, so it didn't really give me enough time to adjust to what's going on. Ooh, yeah, look at that, the top right and top left as well. Okay, so I'm guessing top left is energy, top right is health. Oh, that's still there. Okay. And that's telling us what our objective is. Cool. Hello? Okay, yep. Yeah, there is, like, a slight stutteriness here, but it's not consistent. Ah, right. You want to play hide and seek, don't you?
No.
I still don't entirely buy that he's around here.
Cuckoo. The tower.
Yeah, this is all the same.
Grandpa. Grandpa.
Alira.
There's a void inside me, I can't explain it.
Yeah.
Yep. As remembered. Okay, so I'm assuming that if it's slightly tinted like this, because it's not just white, that means that there's new dialogue. Because there wasn't all of this stuff previously. We're just not going to find that guy, are we? That little fella. I feel, like, dreadful for it, but at the same time, I don't know what I'm meant to do with that. If he's not, like, knocking about, then... And I think there was that, like, that symbol in certain areas telling us that he was nearby anyway, so we'll just deal with that when we deal with that. Go to Mount Cinder! Yeah, this is all the same stuff as well. Okay, cool. Here we are again. Right, so, fresh in my mind. Getting through this place should not be an issue. And it should be fairly quick. We're still gonna have the health problem. I feel like that's just a thing of... We've got 332 gems already. I know I said previously that, like, it felt like that there were some plus 10s that were in places where they weren't previously, but,
What's this?
well, were we, like... I feel like that we were at, like, at least 200 less previously. Maybe they really want to get you kickstarted with some mechanics. Well, again, we know what to do here. I wouldn't be surprised if this first stream will just encapsulate everything we've done from the demo. I should probably talk about my streaming schedule, to be fair. Ooh. Okay, that felt a bit quicker. Yeah, his first attack is just launch. There's a bit of shake when we attack. Okay, fine. Yeah, so stream schedule, right. I may be able to do an hour or so tomorrow. I do not... I would not be able to do what I'm going to be capable of doing today. This is all going to be the same. Dear pass by. Fun counters. Yes. Yeah, it's all the same. Day after as well, I should be able to stream towards the evening. Bear in mind I live in Britain, so that's BST time, but again, I just don't know for how long. Yeah, they've got like an outline now. They feel a little bit more distinct. Ooh, he fired a freeway thing. Everything's taking at least one more hit to kill as well. That's interesting. That's... Okay. Very good chance that the balance has been adjusted for the better. That's nice to see. Right, remember this area. That's for sure. Can quickly grab this. Is there anything down there? There is not. Okay, let's get this chest. One thing I want to try out is Cookie's attacks, because I'm not quite sure how to initiate that. Yeah, they feel beefier. That's nice. That's really nice. You give me a combat system, I want to use it. That's the thing. So... nothing but happy about that. Shall we head back this way? Wall looks a little shinier as well. It's like they've put a little effect over the top of it. Polish is right. Holy moly. It's subtle. If you're going into this game right now, you probably just wouldn't know. Like, it's... They've utilized that demo really well, I feel. In terms of, like, getting player feedback. Inkies. That's what they're called. Yeah, see you down the road ahead. Sure thing. We didn't use this much either, did we? Okay, I've got all of them. Good. I love how...
Okay, done.
Yeah, I love that it's not just a balance update in terms of like, oh, they've increased the amount of attacks they do or something like that. You know, the frequency of attacks, or they've reduced it, or one way or the other. They've actually, like, they've added to and changed how they are attacking in general. Doing like a freeway projectile attack like that means that you can like move to the side, still hit one and fire it back at them. So they take like an extra hit to kill, but at the same time, there is now a greater opportunity to get them with a projectile. Good stuff. Ooh, do the pumpkins give gems now? Not all of them. Okay. Just the one. And that's one of these. Ooh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You've placed another guide spell, haven't you? Right? Let's give that another whack. Yeah, definitely. If we hit this... No, it locked you in today. I just wanted to see if the previous one pops up as well. That's interesting. There's a little glint in the middle of these now. I guess that's to make them easier to find. Project Chief. Yep, this is all the same stuff from yesterday as well. Okay.
Huh? Mm-mm.
Good, 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 good. Oh, you want me to... There it is. Okay, cool.
Oh, more.
This looks like a graveyard.
Oh.
Okie dokie. Anything over here? We'll check that out. That's, oh yeah, that's because this path snakes around. Okay, let's deal with all the... Let's go through here, do this, and deal with all the rooftop stuff, because now we know how to do that. Yeah, look at that, we've nearly got 1,000. That's happened so quickly.
Alira. Oh.
Should be noted as well that, that idea of mortality that was in the previous little scene. I'm intrigued to see if there's any follow-up to that. Can't do anything there yet. What's up here?
Oh!
Ooh. I could quickly run down and grab it. I think we'll be fine.
Another
Right,
one.
that leads ahead. Was there? Yeah, there's a little wind effect underneath him now. I don't know if that was there in the demo. Also, jumping in general just feels a little smoother in this. Like, if you go back to the demo footage, I was struck. I don't know if this is literally just because I had learned by the end or something like that, but it does feel a little bit easier to pull off some of these jumps than it did previously. Right, yeah, there's a few bits and bobs to grab about the place. Okay, let's get them. There's that one. And there's going to be a thing in here. Before we do that, let's grab this. We'll make that echo the last thing we do here. Yeah, look at that! I've already got enough for an upgrade. Holy moly. Yeah, this is all the same as well. They've added a teddy bear. Guess that's the child's. Too bad about that bookcase. Okay, I assume that's pretty much everything here then. Apart from a few crates and some ladders.
Come and get me.
Oh!
That was way too close.
It wasn't. I got a bit gun-ho, so I didn't pay attention at one point, but other than that, it was just fine. There we go. Let's grab all this stuff. Okay, I think we probably should move on now. That felt nice and efficient, though. Music's still nice. That's good. It's still generic at this point, I'll say that. Which isn't a bad thing, it's just not particularly memorable. There were some tracks later on that felt pretty good. So I am looking forward to their return. Go, we have to go through this again. Yeah, just nothing we can do about that yet still. No worries. Right, first teleport point is coming up, which means that we can get our first upgrade. This feels much better, betterly. The pacing is better, that's what I wanted to say. I wonder if dodging one of their projectiles will initiate slow-mo. That might be something I'll give a little try. Oh, right, yeah. Still don't feel particularly bad about that. Yeah, it feels like it's gearing me up to get, like, more than one upgrade in the next section, which would be different to the demo. Can't do anything there.
Did you see that?
Yeah, Jesus Christ, we're getting a lot of star shards. Still a little disorientating, but that's fine. It does look like the camera's moving in and out a little more often, which is nice as well. As I said in... Oh god. Okay. As I said in the previous video, quite a fan of when games actually decide to let the cameras pull out for a moment. Now, is that going forwards? Because I don't want to go there just yet, if that's the case. I believe it is. Yep, that's all the same. What is the point in this platform? Oh, is it implying that I was meant to come here first and then pop my way across over here? Probably. Woohoo! Right,
back
yeah,
to
so
this.
it seems the way that those projectiles work now is like the single ones. The first one he throws comes out the fastest. And then after that, there's a bit of pacing in between each throw. But there's a bit more of a charge for like him throwing 3 of them. Right, that's not a way forwards. That is... I think this is all optional. God, it's so weird because I still got that FOMO effect on me, even though we've been through this. I'm pretty sure this is optional. Still got the issue of picking up little health containers when I don't really need them. I guess on a high difficulty I can see it, but yeah, I don't know right now. Ooh. No, we're not going to be able to navigate that. Okay. Ooh, guide bell. Okay. And we've been around there? Yes. Whoa. Just 1 second. There we go. Very, very warm. Right. Ooh. Right, yep, I remember that one too. Could we do finishing moves on that before? Like 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and rinse, repeat. Because it does sort of seem like they have put something into the game where when you're attacking something like that, it's continuous, like there's no finishing attack. Aha! Those are the grapple points. I need to remember that they exist. Ooh. Oh, right, yeah. I'm just not used to seeing that platform like that. Looking for more treasure. Yep. Alright, I'm just wondering. Monsters everywhere, should be taking shelter. It's not my beautiful castle. Let's try and get some of the stuff now before we end up heading back. Because you never know. If they've added anything to Ticktown where I can use this stuff. Might be better to get that out of the way with. Yeah, there definitely seems to be like a little wind effect underneath him now. God, I love finding those guys just so much. Guys, this is what the hell. Yeah, I want to kill them with the parry. I feel a little bit like, oh no, I don't want to cheese them just by whacking them, you know. What the hell? Okay. Ugh. I think I said that previously, didn't I? It would be nice if there was an enemy that required, like, when we get the elemental ability. Oh, hello. It would be nice if we had a little something
Huh, what's this?
that we needed to use it against. On top of that, like, collect 2 more, not 5 more. Holy moly. Yeah, was I reading that right? Yeah, I swear it said collect 5 pieces last time. They have adjusted that. Okay. I suppose when they were making the demo, they didn't really have an idea of what the full game would look like just yet. Grab that. Can we get this? No. So that'll be the way forwards. Right? Yeah. Probably. It does look pretty. This is a very pretty game. Okay, cool. Let's head back. Okay, we've got all those. 2 bottles. Those are potions. We don't really know what to do with them yet. And I guess the rest are going to make sense to go on. We've nearly got all the echoes here as well. Okay, let's head back. Have a look at my goods. What you got? Clock hand. Yes, I would like that ability. I don't know what the pacing is for unlocking this stuff. Ah, there you are. So he is hiding around here. The hottest spot in all of Ticktown. Hottest spot. Well, I mean, that just makes me think of, like, Ooh, that's weird. Not here. Volcano, yeah, it just makes me think that it's going to be around here. Let's check that map-a-rooney. Not map, but... Where is it? Oh, can I only view, like, the progress of things when... I think I can only view, like, the progress of certain things when I'm on a teleport point. That sucks. Right, I want to find him now. Because I know we can. Ooh, both places have, I've actually just remembered that we could we go through this side previously? I think we could. Right, you're not in the corner over here. He's definitely going to be in the corner there at some point, in one of these corners anyway. Not there. Music's picking up, that's nice. Who are you? Sky split in half. I never thought I'd see something like that. He says sublight now, but this is far from fixed. How am I supposed to read the stars for a broken sky? Can we read the scroll yet? No. Right, you're not going to be in here, are you? No, not yet anyway. Yeah, again, there's like just a few places in the back of my mind where it's like, oh, that's where he's going to be. He said the hottest place. It's got to be by the volcano entrance. He's not stuck behind you, is he? Okay, well, I guess we now know that he is just in Ticktown. Which is a bonus, for sure, but, Just thinking about where he was wedged previously. Whether or not the idea is that we still have to, like, unlock abilities and things in order to find him later on. Because he really was just, like, right here. And he's not going to be around there. Did he said hottest, not highest, right? I'm down myself now. God, that was my bad.
No problem.
That felt a little bit... Okay. Yeah, there's no way he's up here. Yeah, I feel like I've got more control over that now. The little dash. Ah, it's a twofold thing, right? Because you'd expect it. You'd expect to have to leave and then come back and then find him. But I just don't know. Right, why can I come out here? What's going on? I guess it's to jump from there to here. So we can do that later on. Okay, that's fine. Can we fish? Okay, I guess we just continue on with things. Oh yeah. Can't be paranoid now. This is insane, right? He said hottest, so it's gotta be towards the volcano. And we can't go any rooftops yet, as far as I'm aware. Fine, fine. We'll move on with things. Oh, not that way. I'm going to a teleport point. I don't know why I thought, oh yeah, we'll just run all the way back through that. There is a small child missing, and I don't know what to do. He wanted to play hide and seek. He was found dead in a volcano the next day. Okay. yeah, we're just gonna move on with things. I think that's for the best. We can't really go into anywhere at this point. Yeah, we go. Okay, so there is no indicator for him. Cool. Oh, now I know. Right. All the crystals have come back. That seems like an exploit.
That was close.
Woohoo! What's in here? What do you think's a smash? That's all good. Just don't miss anything. Oh, and a wire being jammed to my foot for a second then. That's where I died, because I saw that ledge and I thought, oh shit, there's got to be something there. There's that thing there, but we can't really do anything with it yet, can we? Yeah. Well, that's something for the future, once again. That's the way forwards. Right, we're heading back. See, I know it's difficult to put a guide bell here for places, but also, please put a guide bell here. It helps me out mentally so much in terms of just navigating.
Let's do
Whoa.
this.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh yeah, I didn't even look. That's how awesome I am.
Getting the hang of this.
This is the last one. Yep, need to find another way around. Cool, cool.
That's better.
See, there's no reason why I can't use that and then go in here and grab that. Feels a little bit cheesy. Yeah, it sort of feels like they've nerfed the jump a little bit. Not by much. Like it's definitely more consistent than it was, or at least like visually I can tell what's going on a lot better. But feels heavier, almost. Could be completely wrong about that. Bit more start and stoppy. Yeah, okay. Oh, that felt quicker. Okay, there's nothing there. Whoa, whoa!
Watch out!
Oh, it just goes a little bit transparent. What is that? That's so weird. I want to try and do something weird. Oh. Oh, no, I don't like that. That's screwing up my readability. I don't like that. Right, that's the way we were. Okay, I thought I was a gap for some reason. That's okay. Right, let's grab this. Nothing back there. Grab this. Nothing over there. Okay, let's go. Keep my eye out. What? All these gems?
Another one.
Combat time. Let's go.
That's not good!
Just a bit late on that one. Ooh. Right.
See you later.
Grab that. Right, remember this well. So we'll go through the left side first. There's absolutely nothing on either side, so we can just ignore that. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, what's going on with that jump? Maybe a jump off the back of doing one of these little dives is like shorter. Okay, we're good now. Woohoo! Yeah, they've upped the ante with those guys as well. Doing a lot more. Well, they're firing a lot more anyway. Awesome. Just look at the amount of them I've got now, that's insane. Ooh. It doesn't look like that does damage anymore. It just gives you a bit of knockback, that's about it. Here we go, our first elemental attack. Photoblast. Strike enemies and recharge it using gadgets. To use your gadgets, yes. Hang on. Oh god, yeah. That's the problem. Like, again, this is the area that was talked about that I felt like this fight's a bit shoddy. Just because... you sort of forget about the little Inkies. Oh, it wasn't this area actually. It was the one with the big barrel guys. yeah, it's just a bit awkward to navigate, like, the little fellas. I guess that's why they put, like, they've now put, like, an outline around them when there wasn't one in the demo. But, it does feel a little bit, still a little bit hectic. Ooh. Oh! Was this the case beforehand? This is new. This is very new. Scorched Grove. Whoa. What was that? That was like a stealth cone. I assume not. What are you? Oh. They fixed it. They fixed it. They brought him out way earlier. That's awesome. That's right, we haven't tried this yet. Let's go. That's a guaranteed explosion. Because normally when you kill them in the demo, it's always consistent that they're going to throw their barrel up in the air. This is all new. Holy shit. The music. Ah, oh, that's awesome. Oh, these monsters. Misty, get behind me. Everything's going to be alright, honey. Don't look at them. They're coming for me, Mummy. I don't like them. Misty, please watch over us. I like these vibes. Oh. That's such a cool transition. And reveal as well. I guess we'll see how far this goes, because the closest thing I can think of to experiencing something like this was probably Subnautica Below Zero. Although I don't think anything's ever going to top that, because the early access to that game had like a completely different opening. Well, not completely different opening. A lot about the opening was different. And then you got to go back to like a ruined base at the start of that, and it turns out to be what was the original base of the what was your base in the early access. Having an entirely new section like seamlessly integrated here, whereas in the demo we were just at the foot of the volcano, like, that's great. Because I was saying that one thing that I had, well, one of the many things that I had to praise about that demo was how seamless each area felt. No, but this is making it feel a little bit more intense, because I suppose, yeah, when you make it to the foot of the volcano, it really is just there, you know? Not to say that that's bad, it works just fine, because I assume that the idea was, like, the further up you went, the more, like, hectic and chaotic it got, which was the case. But having an entire area just like this prior to reaching the volcano is actually a pretty good idea. There's also some stuff to come back here and do, which I shouldn't be surprised about, because that's the same as every area in this game at this point. But it's like, oh my goodness, a new area. I cannot stress enough how good a demo of that was. Like, I would probably say that, like, pushing it, you'd probably have something like about 3 hours worth of content in that demo, which is a lot for a demo. There are games out there that tend to have a little bit more depending on what they are, but for what genre of game this is and what this game is overall, that's a lot of content just to put out there. And you know, in many ways, you could see the demo as like its own mini little title. Obviously, it's not; it's incomplete. But there is enough going on there to be like, I've had a good experience with that. You know, I've played through that. I can put the control down now. I can, you know, relax and talk about everything that's just happened with that. But to go back to that and see like, oh wow, they've polished it up. There's a lot more going on now. This is pretty cool. Well, there's not a lot more going on. There's just enough going on. You know, like, this polish again. Unless you even know all that. No idea, it just made sense in my head. You're going to be one of the clockmakers, aren't you? Maybe you won't be, Lyra after all. Right. I need a guide bell. That's what I need. I guess that's the way forwards. And that's the way back. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's try. Just make me think that, because I often get quite nervous about, like, public consensus when it comes to titles like this. Like, oh, we've listened to public feedback. It's like, okay, that's nerve-wracking, because, it goes without saying, but whenever it comes to any piece of media, the general public aren't, like, media creators. They, like, you'll get, there is a small percentage of them that actually know what's happening. I'll say that in terms of, like, the process of making this sort of stuff. There's also a very small there's also a very small percentage of people that actually are willing to judge things objectively rather than just vomit buzzwords out that they have been given by the mass public. It's like whenever they watch, or whenever they play a game and say, this doesn't feel like a, I don't know, insert other game title here, and it's like, I mean, the only reason why I feel like it's absolutely fine to say that this title has, you know, has things from, like, Jak and Daxter in it, and Ratchet and Clank and stuff like that, and Kingdom Hearts, is because the developers have said it, and the inspiration is very clear. It's worn quite blatantly. But yeah, as I say, like, that inspiration is worn quite blatantly, so you can say, yes, I can tell that the inspiration is there. That being said, is that a criticism? You know, is that praise? Is that a criticism? What does that mean overall? And the answer is actually very, very easy. It's hard because it's only difficult to the general public because most people don't ever think about things like this. But the answer is just plain and simple: no. Regardless of what forms of inspiration caused certain decisions to be made in any piece of media, no, that's not a positive or a negative, because the piece of media itself is its own thing. You know, this is not a Jak and Daxter game. This is not a Ratchet and Clank game. This is not a Kingdom Hearts game. This is an indie game called Duskfade, where the developers were inspired by those titles, but that's it. You know, I can easily compare this game to those titles. That's about it. But all that does is put it on that playing field. It puts it in session, if that makes sense. You know, or say it's like whenever you see a filmmaker say, "Oh yes, this film was massively inspired by Casablanca, or Citizen Kane," and you're just like, why would you say that? Like, that's not like, oh wow, it's being inspired by some of the best films of all time. It's like, you are a filmmaker. Yeah. Like, number one, I would expect like you to be inspired by good films, sure. But if you're going to, like, publicly announce that, all I'm going to be thinking of when I see your film now is, well, it wasn't as good. Like, why did you put it on that? Why did you put it on that scale? Like, you set the expectations. That's all it does, right? Saying stuff like that to the public, like, sure, in private, when you're making it, or even if your game is successful or your film is successful, in private you can sit down and talk about it like that. That's absolutely fine. And you might be telling the truth. That being said, in public, if you say, my thing is inspired by one of the best pieces of media ever made, you have very openly put a target on yourself now. You've very openly just said, okay, well now that can be directly compared to that. You know, that's not a good thing. Oh, we're not the last human. The hell with the monsters. My great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, Clockmaker Marcus, could fight them off during the fall of time, so can I. That's kind of awesome. But yeah, saying this game was like, oh, it's got some heavy inspiration from Jak and Daxter, some heavy inspiration from Ratchet and Clank. All that does for me is just say, okay, well, now you're just making me think of those titles as I'm playing this game, and I've now got to make a decision of whether or not I would prefer to play Jak and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank than this. It's very, very, very lucky and fortunate that the answer to that question at this moment in time is, I want to keep playing this. Like, does that mean that I think this is better than those titles? God, no. Like, we're not there yet. I haven't finished this game yet. But yeah, as I said, like, it's such a... It can be such a backfiring move to say stuff like that. It's like someone doing a charity walk and they walk like 3 miles and they say, okay, so who was your inspiration? Like, oh, you walked 3 miles, awesome. Yeah, sure, walked 3 miles. My inspiration for this walk, and then you start to like name people that have like walked across the entire country or something like that. It's like, why would you say that? Like, yeah, it's a net positive that you did it, as long as it, you know, as long as you performed well, as long as it was for a good cause, all that jazz. But you have now said that. And now all I can think of is like, oh, well, you could have done that. You know. That's awesome. Yeah, you see that? They know when to pull the camera back. That's so good. But yeah. They've introduced the jump pads early as well. That's pretty awesome. Awesome is the word of the day, apparently. Ooh, hello. Damage indicators! Oh my god, I didn't even notice them. Well, now I have done. That's gonna be... It should be easier to navigate going forwards. And they put the little squidgy things, the
Surprise!
Yeah, they put these in a pretty cool place as well, because now I have to navigate around them. But yeah, as I was saying, like, it's Buzzword City, you know?
What's this?
You've reached a point where I'm just gonna say that eventually words mean nothing. If the only words that are being said are... Oh. This means this, or this, or this, or this. Because every review I saw of this game prior to it coming out, or everything, like every preview sort of video on this title, in terms of first impressions or showing off the demo, or even people just talking about the demo, everything that I saw about this game was just them saying again and again and again, this game is good because, and then lists all the things that the developers have said. These are like the primary inspirations for this title, which, of course, again, I want to preface, it's not a bad thing for them to say it, but it does mean that you're going to get a lot of parrots. You're going to get a lot of people that are just going to say, this is good because of this. It's like saying, my sandwich was good today because it has ham in it. And it's like, what? And then they specify that the ham was rotting or something like that. It's just... One of the videos I saw was saying that, like, ah, yes, this game reminds me of those cozy PS2 games, and the developers did say that that was their inspiration, that was the goal, was to make a game like a cozy PS2 game, but I said this during the demo as well. I said that doesn't mean a lot, you know. The fact of the matter is, when people say, like, oh, the PS2 era was, like, a cozy era for games, what they're actually saying is, it was a really strong era in terms of quality, like, qualitative games. You had so many titles that were coming out back to back to back to back that were just like, oh, they're good. Like, they are just good. And we don't live in that era anymore. It's kind of rare to be in a position now where a title comes out and you're like, oh wow, that was great. I'm going to be playing that for years to come. Is there anything else around here? I don't want to, like... There are so many things I want to poke and prod. Like, there's that upper section over there. Have I been there yet? No, it looks like it snakes back around, actually. I hope so. I mean, I guess, like, worst comes to worst, we'll come back here at a later date anyway. Yeah, I mean, like, beyond everything else, the worst part about... I was wondering if they were going to explode. The worst part about just using phrases like that, this reminds us of, like, a cozy PlayStation 2 title, is it doesn't do the game justice. You know, you're not doing the game any favors. You're just saying shit. Because when there is something to praise about something like this, like, praise it, you know? Talk about it, but... It just comes across as, like, the colour blue is good because it reminds me of the colour red. It's like, yeah, you're just saying shit. Just stop. Multicoloured flask. Sure, we'll get that. I wouldn't be that annoyed about things like that if it wasn't for the fact that these are, like, professional journalists saying, like, shit like that. You come away from a video going like, oh, okay, so what do you think? Do you think that's a recommendation? Do you think that you're gonna get it? And you just stare them in the face and go, I have no idea what that fucker just said. Look, it's the meme! Things like this, by the way, my mindset on pop culture references in most things anyway, or just references in general is that, you know, Cloudy's talk a lot about the Age of Clock makers, but isn't there anyone left who could help us open the tower? Oh, sure, it was one of the few things... Okay. A big disaster happened. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, like, references like the "this is fine" meme, my mind tends to go to the side of it doesn't really add anything to the game. Not that it shouldn't be in the game, but my brain sort of divorces it overall. I look at something like that and I don't really consider it to be like... Because it doesn't mean anything, you know? It's not a plus to the title overall, it's just a thing that's there. I have no idea where the hell I am or what I'm doing anymore. Whenever I go through all the teleport points, I always come out of it thinking, okay, I am completely disorientated. That's awesome. Have we got the little platform things yet? Because I feel like that we've kind of gone away from... Oh, there it is. Yeah, if I were to type up a review about this game, so like I have a really good time with this title. If I end up making a review on this title, I'm gonna talk about the game. You know, I might include a sentence. I might include a line of dialogue that is similar to what I just said, but I'm not going to use that as the basis of my entire review. I'll talk about the title by itself. Because it deserves to be talked about, you know. The more I mention the words Jak and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank in a video about Duskfade, the less I'm talking about Duskfade. And it especially annoys me when those videos are like 5 minutes long. Like, you made a 5-minute review on a game and you spent the majority of that video talking about another game. That's kind of horrible. I guess someone's argument would be like, well, does that not tell you like how inspirational, or rather like how great the games that this title are based on are? It's like, yeah, review those games then. If you don't want to talk about this game, then don't do that. God, it's unlisted. I need to do something with it at some point, but there was like an old IGN video on Alien Isolation, and it might be one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. It's something like a 4-minute video, and the basis of the entire thing is them talking about how much they believe that Alien is like an iconic series, and that's it. They rarely talk about the game itself. Again, this is why the length of your video matters. If you have time constraints, like, oh, you need to make a review and it needs to be in under 5 minutes, you need to draft and draft and draft and draft. Otherwise, 5 minutes ain't it, buddy. You know, 5, 10, 15-minute reviews, I tend to be turned off by them. I don't tend to be drawn to them, because I know a lot of the time those reviews, if ever any of the language is balked in them, I'm not getting anything of substance from them anymore. And it's just a wasted time. It's like Soma. When Soma came out, everyone was comparing it to Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and all their videos were like, again, like anywhere between 3 to 15 minutes. Super short stuff. So you sit down and you watch them, and the entire thing was them comparing it to a game which many people consider to be scary enough to scream at, which Amnesia: The Dark Descent has its own little section in my brain. Like, that's one of those games where I would love to cover it someday. I just don't know how long that would take. There is so much to talk about when it comes to that title. And Soma, yeah, if I were to talk about Soma, ooh, that looks like that was doable. But yeah, if I were to talk about Soma, that's just, there's never going to be an end to it. It'll be a video series at that point. But yeah, when Soma came out, a load of people made reviews on Soma saying that they didn't deem it to be as scary as The Dark Descent, therefore it isn't good. Which was fascinating, because it's like, okay, what about everything else involved with the game? You weren't scared by it, okay. Taking into account how subjective fear is, I guess that's the other thing as well, right? If you get like a first impressions video or a review from someone and they spend so much time talking about how it made them feel, you as the viewer are getting precious little out of it. Because you don't know what, you don't know what your viewing experience is going to be like. You don't know how you're going to go through that. And it's why it leads a lot of people to say that, that a load of things are subjective, which is... Oh, when it comes to critiquing, that's just not true. But look at the capital. Clockspire. All this new lore. But yeah, would you not rather have a review on a piece of media that tells you it's good or bad, and they back it up, you know? They don't just say it and then go on a tirade about how they felt a little cold physically watching it, or how they, you know, they felt a bit chilly when they were watching it, or, you know, the snacks were good when they watched it. This film is good because I had nachos. Like, that's... I know it's like the topic of the month at the moment. It's dying down now, which is quite amusing considering what said topic is. But Spider-Man Brand New Day is such a fascinating film to talk about these days, because when a lot of people talk about it, they keep using the phrase, it doesn't really feel like a Spider-Man film. And it's like, in a world where we have Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland's two eras of Spider-Man films, and Into the Spider-Verse, and Spider-Noir, like, what do you mean it doesn't feel like a Spider-Man film? What classifies as that? Or like, it's often the reverse for Brand New Day. It's for the first time, it feels like we finally have a Spider-Man film being a Spider-Man film. It's like, you have just said nothing. Congratulations, you have wasted my time. Goodbye. It was like the behind the scenes of A Brand New Day, where they said that they were going to try and do Man Spider, but they didn't want to do it because they thought it was too scary. And it just makes you think, and why is that an issue? Why is a Spider-Man film that's a bit scary a problem? Like, you locked out potential content because your brain said something incomprehensible, something that just doesn't have meaning, that doesn't make any sense. Like, we didn't want to have Man Spider in it because we thought that was too scary. Okay. This film opens up with a tank killing, like, countless people, right? Like, what happens if you got an audience member that's scared of death? Are you going to draw the line there? Apparently so, because there were a shit ton of murders in the film, but then they wrote in a line for Peter Parker to say, and none of that happened. Don't know how I pulled that off, but that was awesome. But yeah, weird tangents you do when you're streaming games, you know. I know I got onto it. It was relevant. If I were to, like, pin down it like, gun to my head, I was told you have to think of, like, one piece of media that this game reminds you of the most. God, I actually don't know. Not because it's, like, super... Oh god, okay, I didn't realise that there was... I thought that was a wall right there. Yeah, I don't know what I would compare this to be completely honest. My brain's not built like that. That's the other thing. again, like, I see the similarities. I see what people are on about, but... it does precious little to me. That's why I said that if I did sit down and review this game after I finished playing it, I would, more likely than not, just talk about the game itself. Might throw in a jokey line about the fact that people are obsessed with... obsessed with talking about PS2 games when it comes to this very modern title. Like, let's be honest. Past the PlayStation 2 era, this game could have come out in any era beyond that. Any era whatsoever. Could have come out on any console in, like, any way, shape, or form past the PlayStation 2 era, in terms of, like, home consoles. And, you'd probably find yourself saying that, you know, it's more of a timeless piece, something like this, I'd say. Because they nailed the art style so well that I don't even think... I don't consider this to be a game that's going to date visually. Which is so impressive.
Well, well, well. What's this now? It's Syrian and his flying gizmo.
Hey, who are you calling a gizmo?
Please go back to Ticktown. This forest is not safe. Wait, how do you know my name?
And why are you teleporting
Oh,
around?
Many things. You can call me Despair. Charmed, I'm sure. And your concern is very noble, but entirely unnecessary, I assure you. I've been watching you from my tower, and, well, I couldn't resist the chance to pay a visit before you, well, burn.
The tower? My sister's in there. Did you see her?
Wow.
Your tower? Syrian? I don't trust this thing.
Oh, cuckoo. Ignorance can be so adorable sometimes.
Please, can you help us get those chains off the tower gates? Do you know how?
You don't get it, Syrian? This thing's the one who locked her up.
You make entirely too many assumptions for your own good. And no, kid, I do not intend to open my tower for you.
Please, Despair. I need my sister back.
Ugh, yes, that's all I've heard you jabber on about since you woke up in that inn.
Ooh.
Isn't it exhausting? I have no intention whatsoever of helping you. Quite the contrary, actually. There's much more work that needs to be done before the tower's finished, so enjoy your little adventure, kid. Just know you're facing something you cannot defeat.
God. Cuckoo's...
No, you don't. Come back here so I can pick those beady eyes right out. Cuckoo!
Oh god, Cuckoo's like, an ignorant spy. Oh, that's... wow. Let's just... Guys. Oh, I have something really good to say. I said at the end of the demo that I was looking for, like, something to hook me, something to grip me onto this plot and these characters. And in that one cutscene, Zirian has gone up substantially in my mind now. And the writing. Oh my goodness, we got good writing.
Clara.
Okay. Look at all this. They've added to this. Yeah. Holy crap. When's the next bit coming in? I suppose that like these are the mines. So the idea is that we are. Oh, this is the proper entrance. Ah, that's awesome. Okay. And there are things on the pads now as well. They're not just here for show. Oh god, I'm gonna get giddy playing this. I can just tell. Yeah. I know there's gonna be like someone out there in the world that's gonna be like, oh, Zirian's such an idiot for absolutely everything he just said during that scene. So, like, how does Zirian not know that Despair is an obvious villain? And my answer to you is plain and simple. It's the same thing that happened to like Xehanort. When people were playing Birth by Sleep for the first time and go, how does no one know that Xehanort is a villain over the course of this entire game? It's because the main characters, believe it or not, cannot hit the soundtrack. Music goes a long way to frame your impression on someone. Zirian's just met this character for the first time. Just had a little convo with her. That's about it. Like... Oh yeah, yeah, they're shaded.
Surprise! I'm getting the hang of this.
Awesome. Yeah. Also the implication of like you've been annoying since you woke up back at the inn. I reckon that she can see through Cuckoo's eyes. That's probably what's gonna reveal, isn't it? Which is that's good setup. Even though it's something that you can see coming, that doesn't make it bad. As long as it's paid off, because that leaves room for good drama in the future. Does that mean that Cuckoo is secretly a spy? Does that mean that like, oh, you know, you feign ignorance, Cuckoo? Does that mean that Cuckoo actually knows significantly more that's going on? Maybe the thing that's missing from Cuckoo, the missing part, is Cuckoo's memories. There is so much to glean from a lot of this already. Oh my god. Ooh, screw that up. Right. See, that's the power of one cutscene, by the way. That's what that does. Of course, it does mean that you now have to go back over everything that's happened and think, was the wait worth it to get to that point? Yes, I think so. We now have, like... We're being watched, essentially, which is, that's creepy as fuck. I guess the question that you would ask at this point is, why did Despair reveal herself? But I just love that Zirian's first line, despite everything that's happening, is, you need to get back to the town.
That was awesome! Oh, man.
Okay, right, it's just these guys now. Yeah, the first thing on Zirian's mind wasn't, oh my goodness, look at this completely obviously evil person that's here. Because it wasn't. Again, soundtrack. But the first thing in Zirian's mind was just to make sure that this person was okay. Why are you out here? What the fuck are you doing? This is no place for a civilian. Like, this is no place for a normal person. As it stands, we shouldn't even be out here. That's the degree of shenanigans that's happening at this point. But yeah. I guess we remember this room. Yep. Okay. Cool. Now that that's what that is. Okay, that makes so much more sense. Remember, I was asking in the demo what these are. They're just the plants. They just haven't bloomed yet. Like, they just haven't opened up. That's it. Awesome. Oh, that was awesome. There was no reason to do that, but I did it. you know? Oh god, yeah. I'm gonna have such a big smile on my face going through this. I can already feel it. It's just one of those things where it's like it's so easy to tell like the public are gonna say at some point about. Let's see if we can group these together and do that. Oh, just missed one.
Good job, Cuckoo.
Yeah, it's so easy to tell what the public's gonna say, and I don't know. More often than not, you hear people say, "Well, if so many people are saying it, then it must be true." It's like, no, 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 no. So many people are saying it is because it's the obvious brain dead take of a situation like that. Evil music was playing over a newly introduced character who was talking a little mischievously. She wasn't really like putting up any guard in terms of like trying to hide what was happening. Yeah. You just know it. You just know it's gonna happen and it's gonna suck.
Let's do this.
Those perfect dodges are so satisfying. But my readability is going up as well. I don't know if it's the area. Like, you would think that with this being such a similar color palette to what some of the enemies look like, I would get a little bit more confused, but that's not really the case here. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's fine. Maybe it's the warning, like the danger indicator. It's a bit more vibrant in this setting. Oh, we're getting closer and closer. We're nearly up to where we were on the demo. We had a whole new section to go through, though. Albeit a little bit confusing to navigate, but we do happen to have... Can we make that? We can. I don't know why I was doubting myself there. Anyway. Yeah, we do have let's just grab that. We do have like the fast travel menu system, so we can see what we've missed from that area, which will help out a lot going back over, but we'll just see how that goes. I still wish I had that in a menu somewhere. Just to hand, you know? Ooh, hang on. Okay. Had an update on my phone and all of my my sound notifications are the same now, so I don't have a clear idea of what's what anymore. Woohoo! Even going back through this section, I just feel happy, you know? It's a fun time.
Surprise!
Ugh. This lock-on system's getting a little hectic. I guess that's why you would have the shotgun type ability at this point. Yeah. Use something like that to take care of all the fodder, and then you work from there. There we go. Right, all those plants have opened up now. There is... Where is it? It's that over there, isn't it? Okay, so we can reach that now. See, this area now, because we've got so many gems because of all the areas that but because of the additional area, there was that one ability that cost like 5,000 gems or something like that. Oh god. Now that's doable. Now I understand why that's the case. Oh, come on. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to rely on that, because I did that during the demo and it caused so much pain in the long run. Right, we're very, very nearly back to where we were. That might be interesting, you know, to go back to like where the demo left off, and then we can have a little conversation about the changes made so far, things like that. Have a little bit of a comparison back and forth before we continue proper. Oh. It's... It's so pretty. Right, okay, do we just jump? Yeah, we do, because we're about to get the grapple. Yeah, because we need to go through here, get the grapple, and then we get, go through the little mini puzzle section involving the grapple. And then we end up close-ish back to here, don't we? Do I just... I think I just go for it, don't I? I'm seeing things like that over there. I don't know. I've got demo-itis. That's what's happening in the back of my brain at the moment. I keep feeling FOMO because I think that, oh god, when I reach that one section, the game's going to be cut off. Right, can't do anything with that just yet. It's going to be fascinating to get these crystals. Okay, yeah, I guess we just continue. I mentioned this a little bit during the demo. I am intrigued with the idea of... the multiple health potions that you can pick up. And the reason why is because I pretty much assumed that we're just going to unlock more spots for more health potions in the future. But in areas that we've already been to before, does that imply that we are going to... like encounter tougher enemies when we head back? Okay, so the sensible thing would be just to shoot back, wouldn't it? But there are still things about the place. Actually, I don't think there are, not just yet. We'll get these anyway. Look! It's Claude! Workshop's dead ahead. Did we grab everything from here? We missed one of the echoes. Well, we're gonna head back at some point anyway, aren't we? I'm intrigued, actually. How long have we been going for at this point? Nearly 2 hours. Actually, this is around about the time when I finished the demo. So the new area didn't really add too much, but I just guessed that we're going to be able to head back at some point. Okay, so we can't get anything just yet. What would be really nice around about this time is a little prompt to tell me that like a new ability has been unlocked that I can purchase or something like that, because whilst I'm out just wandering through this place, I can't tell. I'm having to like continuously just go back whenever I see a teleport point because I just assume that there might be something new. Which, to be fair, I think that means that there probably should be. Also, to be fair, we didn't check out all of Ticktown, but I don't know what else there could be there just yet, if that makes sense. Yeah, I can't do anything with that. Okay, onwards. Time to get the grapple. There's another game that came out recently that I kind of want to try, that I might stream. Is it Phantom Blade Zero? I mean, let's be real. In all reality, I should probably go through Sekiro at some point. Oh no! My precious controller is going to explode. I'll plug it in, even though it would more likely survive the remainder of the stream. There we go. Okay, so yeah, yeah, I need to go back through my backlog. There are still official Soulsborne games that I need to finish for the channel. I'm trying to think of what they are actually. Demon Souls, the original Demon Souls. That's one that I would like to properly go for at some point because I haven't actually finished that. I want to redo Dark Souls 2. I will hate it, so I'm going to try and think of a fun way to go through that game.
Good job,
If there is one. And then we'll sort of take it from... how do I get... oh, right, I got you. There we go. Yeah, I want to go back through Dark Souls 2 just for the sake of, like, getting some updated footage for that game. And then... what would be less? I guess the Blueprint remake of Demon Souls. I don't know if I would want to do that back to back. So what I would... oh, it's going to be so weird. I'm probably going to have to pad it out with something else because I can't imagine... if I go through Demon Souls 1 and I'm not a fan of it, then I don't want to just end up, like, pairing that with Dark Souls 2. A really bad game. And then going back to Demon Souls. And I know what the answer is. But I feel like just because of my history on this channel, I have streamed Dark Souls 1 to death. My mind is telling me do a top to bottom. Let's, yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'll have to figure it out. We'll figure... maybe... like, I haven't covered Lies of P on this channel. I really enjoyed that game. There's a few other Souls-like titles that I want to cover at some point, or I want to try. That I just own through, like, various different systems and have just collected over the years, just haven't properly gone through yet. I mean, this game is kind of making me want to play some Jak and Daxter on the channel. I need to go through Ratchet and Clank. In fact, you might have noticed that the encoder for the stream is it's the higher one, which means that things are looking pretty gosh darn good in terms of video quality at the moment, for a change. So maybe going back through Ratchet and Clank is a thing to do, because I had a few games to finish off. I've also heard that the remake has got a 60 FPS update, but we shall see. I do that sometimes, you know, just blood out a few tunes. Yeah. Just, you know, crank out my harpsichord. It's a weekly occurrence, I swear. Arpeggio!
Mm-hmm. Huh? Eh? Grandpa!
I'm actually starting to think now, like, if this is one path, that's got to be fascinating, like, implication-wise for the future. Because there are 3 others after this, right?
Fantastic!
Here we go. Oh, sorry, haptic feedback. The controller is like clicking into place like a trigger. It's like the chain. I can feel it rapidly going out. That's awesome. Was there not? I swear there was one on one of those cocks. Did they remove one? Because wasn't that the incentive? The idea that you jumped onto one of these and then there'd be one up there? Never mind. Let's just keep going. Not a big deal. Nothing there. Yeah, that was a really weird feeling on the controller. It's like, yeah, that's it. You could feel like the chain, like going out like. For the time being, that's fine. I think it's neat. I wonder how long I will last with it. Because part of me is a tad bit concerned that that might just get frustrating as time goes on. Ugh, nearly out of water. Ooh, I didn't get that. That's a 25 one. Awesome. Cool, let's go. Oh, some funky flips. Yeah, I think I'll cope with it. I think I can. It's making my finger feel a little bit weird as all. But as I said, I think I'll be fine with it. Yeah, look at that. We've nearly got 5,000, which would line up with my theory about them having this in place for the demo. Like the idea of having this section, well, having the previous the scorched place in, like they had that in mind, so they had like the upgrade prices already, things like that. Oh god, I wasn't even paying attention. They just swarm you. Kind of insane. Only kind of. Ho ho ho, you tried, buddy.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Anything over here? Right, we shouldn't be far off now. I don't know if my plan is to... like, go to the boss for the demo and then just wrap it up there. Or if I want to go a little bit further.
What's this?
Because I reckon that my plan would be, if I did do that, I would presume streaming later on. So it's either I do a big stream and get it out of the way with now, you know, try to do as much of this game as possible in one stream, or I has a break. Oh, I keep forgetting about that ability. That felt like they placed one more, but I shall allow it.
For TikTok and for a hero!
Try and see if I can wrangle a few people into that. Ugh.
Good job, Cuckoo.
Yeah, I am. I'm getting a little bit more responsive now with the combat. I feel like I need to time my dodges a little bit better. A part of me doesn't want to abuse the slow-mo. That's sort of what's happening here. I don't want to just keep doing that because it's cool effect-wise, but I did say in the demo, and it's still kind of true here, I don't see the point in it, you know? It slows things down momentarily. All it really does is allow me to catch my breath, but I don't really need to catch my breath. Oh, these just rise now. They go up and down. Cool. Oh, there's the boss. Okay. Anything over here before we head off? Does not look like it. Okay. Yeah, so this is just them trying to get into the, past the big old door. Everyone's wondering how to get in there. We do that. And the beautiful thing about having played the demo is that I won't make a fool out of myself when I do this now. Yeah, hitboxes seem to be wider. Oh god. Oh, please stop. There we go. Yeah, hitboxes seem to be a little bit wider for some of these now. I wish that that wasn't the case. I liked how tight they were previously. I like that I had to dive in the air to reach one of them. How do I get you? More importantly, what are you? There's not going to be a grapple point nearby that. Okay, that's going to be a return trip type thing, isn't it? Yeah, I actually can't get back over. Never mind, I can do, but I don't think there's any way I can get over there. Yeah, no. Okay, that's fine. Again, return trip. Okay, that does get me like an extra jump, but it's not consistent. Now, are we going to get another extra section coming up now? Another new area? Nope, this is just the boss. Okay. Right, here's my plan. In fact, we'll just do this and then we can talk about that. Because I do kind of want to put like a little cap on this section here and talk about what this has been like.
Do you want to die?
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's right. I know your moves. Ah. Okay, okay, okay. Ooh. These are just here from the get-go now. That is interesting. Oh my god, okay. You're a little bit devilish in this one, aren't you? Ah, damn it. Definitely going to see if I can get that done another playthrough. Yeah, I guess it would make sense for the hookshot thing to be, like one of the first things you do rather than later on, because... That's awesome. Yeah, I've been wanting to do that previously, but it's okay. Yeah, okay, so I think that's just scripted. I think that just happens when you get nearby. Oh, we're not going to make this one, are we? That's it. Close the distance. Close the distance. Shit. Oh god, are we gonna get death? No, we did it! Okay, I like that. They changed that up just in just the right way. That was awesome.
Came to be over 1 century ago. They were quite something, weren't they?
Awesome. I'm going to reward myself with a peanut.
You're not healthy. You've had that cough for weeks and it's only getting worse. Let's just go see Dr. Menta after lunch.
Sweetheart, I'm fine. When you get to my age, some gears just don't turn like they used to. That's all.
It's not your age. You're sick. We can't cure age, but we can cure sickness.
Are you kidding? Grandpa's as strong as an oak. Look at him. He'll be chopping down trees again in no time. He still has to beat his own record and cut down a tree in less than 4 swings.
Now that's something I'm not sure I can still do, kids.
Are you two listening to yourselves? How can you be joking about this? Grandpa Tristan, this is serious. I won't just sit here and wait until you get worse.
Oh, I just need to rest a little, my star. I'll be as good as new.
You're being reckless. If something happens to you, what will we do, huh? Do you want to die or something? Okay, fine. Knock yourself out.
Lyra, don't say that.
And you, stop being so naive and grow up.
She'll get over it. I think. Grandpa, you are okay, right?
Of course.
Okie dokie. Feel that anger, her frustration, her hopelessness.
Huh. Huh.
Still true, Zirian. But you shouldn't have said that last bit.
Nice.
500, right? No, 1,000 this time. Jesus. This game really, it's flexing a little, you know? Oh, no. Right. I guess we can view this next section. Ooh. Okay. Mount Cinder. I guess this is the end of it. Okay, we can do this before I shoot off for a moment. I don't think I'll be gone that long, to be fair. I just need to fill up my water. The lava's sort of telling me that I shouldn't be able to walk on some of this stuff, but I just can.
Let's do this.
Hello? What are you?
I can do that.
Really?
That was awesome.
Yeah, this camera's a little bit weird. It keeps lagging behind ever so slightly. Lock-on seems to be... I think I might have discussed at some point as well, but I'm not too sure. Lock-on seems to be obsessed with locking onto the thing that I'm looking at rather than the thing that's closest, and that is throwing me off. It means that occasionally it'll just lock onto something that's at like the back of a crowd rather than something that's immediately in front of me, and that's not what I want. That is not what I want. Yes. I don't know, but she's close to getting an eye pecked out, okay? Got quite the temper packed up in that tiny body. Oh please, as if you're one to talk about being small, you shrimp. What the hell's going on? Okay, so... I like that there's a bell here for what appears to be a one-way thing. But yeah, so it's a mishmash. Oh, are we gonna find out like despair is like Alira's despair? The loss of a grandfather or something like that? Like we're fighting her inner demons essentially. That's a real possibility.
Did you see that?
What are we getting from this? Starkle fragment. Yeah, I think it's quite likely that Cuckoo is like the last bit of Alira that's like chill. Her mind, I guess, would be the thing. I can't think of like, oh, we finally got one of these coins. Ancient coin doesn't seem to seem like it can be traded, but it might be valuable to someone. Seems to be the common theme at the moment. Again, that's just sort of pointing us in the direction that we knew that we were going to be going in. Optional? That was cool. More of those challenges, please. Yeah. A rainbow ingot. Allows you to change the colour of it. Can we do that on the fly? That's something I can just do? I guess I would have to head back to... Oh, yeah, we missed one of the echoes. I was wondering what that was. That looks awesome. Yeah, I guess we have to go back to Ticktown for some of the stuff. Oh god. Let's get a heal. Run around, grab all this. Even though it kind of feels like overkill at this point. Right, that's where it wants us to go. What's over here? Another route up. Probably the one we want to go up, though. Oh, I guess they both are, technically. Okay, that's fine, because we can use this to go over here. Ooh. Where am I going? Over here. Right. So many ability cogs. Upgrade gears. Ability cogs. I am at a point now where I want to use these. Like, there better be something that's like worth a shit ton of them because I put in the effort. Checkpoint. Go on, do you think you're not okay? I assumed something was going to happen. Alas, something did not happen. That looks like a thing for a boss. Is there anything in here? Yeah, pain. Wow. Boxes. I want to do a ground slam.
Careful. Surprise!
Right, okay, we need to get rid of you guys first. Because you are a pain in my ass. Get rid of them. Shoo.
Okay, done.
Okay. That was efficient. I like that. What's all this about? What's all this about? It's Claude. Hello, Claude. What are you up to, buddy? Let's talk to you. How are you doing? You okay, buddy? You look pale, even for someone who's made out cloud. I was on my way up a volcano when I heard a voice. See a hooded figure walking by. It was terrifying. Okay, let's go get it, I guess. Platforms look a bit rickety, but I can fly, but you should be careful. What might even think to say that you're starting to enjoy my company? You just had your first fight. I don't really know what was going on with that. That felt really out of nowhere for you characters. Like it's more likely that you guys should be getting on pretty well at this point. I say that we don't really know too much about. Ooh, okay, that's fair. What are we doing? Because that looks like I can make that. Oh, that's the way. No, that's not the way it wants to go. But why did I do that? Why did I do that? Is it going to be the same thing? Do. Return to arpeggio, so we can delight you with the melody. Okay, cool. That's definitely a thing up there. Oh! I need to stretch my legs. I sat cross-legged throughout the entirety of this. I don't know why I did that to myself. Right. Okay, what should I do? Where should I go? I guess back is the answer to that, right? Oh god. I gotta say, I do like this platforming. It's ticking like all the boxes for me. It scratched my itches. That being said, I do have to say that as doable as it is for me, I don't really know how well the general public are going to cope with some of this stuff. Because I took a look at this area and I thought, I say that like I'm someone who has obsessed with Mario titles for the longest time in my life, and I find a lot of those titles to be a little bit drab as they went on, in terms of like lacking challenge. But I look at something like this and I felt a little bit overwhelmed, to be completely honest. Visually, I felt visually overwhelmed. Okay, there's absolutely nothing we can do with those yet. Why did I do that? It's fine. Okay. We'll try and get a few of them in a row. Okay. So the elemental ability, what's it called, so I can stop calling it the shotgun? Oh, we do have things to get now. That's good. Okay. I can't remember what it was called. Chronoblast, that's it. Yeah, the Chronoblast is something that I am finding useful. I just need to use it more. I need to not be afraid to just fire it out when I need it, because it doesn't take that long to charge it back up again. I'm surprised we've gone this long without a teleport. What are we doing here, game? Yes, this is big wall. Ah, I see. I see. Sure, let's do it. Hard mode, let's go. Ah! Well, that's the thing I was after. Okay, why did that just go? Bring it back. Okay, it sank. For some reason my depth perception just wasn't working there because it looked like it vanished. Bring it back. Go. Ooh. How's the exposition going, Krunia? You think we should start working on the magma rotation device? God, there are so many like different theories to have. Like they like the people that we're fighting could be the Clockmasters, but at the same time, like it could be Alira's doubles and all that sort of stuff. Right, we'll wait for that to come back. But yeah, I don't know. We have to play more of the game to find out, don't we? Gosh darn it. Why did I wait so long to do this? It's already gonna go down. Ugh. Okay, awesome. Now we can... No, what? Is this back where I was? Oh god, this is so hard to tell. I think it is, isn't it? Yes. So I've just made my way back to the beginning. That's fine, because now I know that. But in the process... Holy moly. There we go. That was all this? Oh, it wants me to go through there anyway? Fine. We'll head back, because I have a feeling that I should be able to get some upgrades finally. How many more echoes do we get at this place? One more. Okay, there's not too much there. Oh, it's just telling us where she is. Awesome. Okay, we'll do that as well. Think about giving away treasure for free. Zero and the Cuckoo need our help though. Yeah. You better pipe down or you'll be at the bottom until we're rolling in star shards. You're so heavy though. You should have lost that clock heart piece in Meridian Village then. Right, ability, hook. You can hook enemies using R2. Okay, sure. That it? We definitely had another thing at this point in the demo, didn't we? Like prior to this, actually. Oh, you're practicing now. You're doing a little swing. Try to be TikTok stuff as guard. That way I can beat Snot out of that despair character. Oh my, everyone's moved. Okay. You know what they are? They popped up everywhere. I don't want to hurt them. They're aggressive, yes. They also appeared during the fall of time. Could they be related to the time flux? I fear it's happening again after all this time. Well, that sounds way too complicated. Maybe I should have... what? I mean, it sounds that complicated. You're just missing context. That's... What are you doing up here? I kind of want to see if I could open the door to the tower and, well, now I'm stuck. Okay. He's a sad boy. This is true. I guess that means that everyone's got, like, new dialogue. You're still worried about this. You're still worried about this as well, aren't you? Okay, so... only a few people have moved about the place. That ain't that bad. I wonder if anyone... I wonder how many people have got new dialogue. Okay. I'm so... That was adorable. Okay, what about you? What's going on, buddy? An active volcano just over there. They're probably all hiding. That's adorable. You got a chuckle out of me, Gabe. You got a chuckle. Okay. Oh! So we can traverse there now. Do I want to do that? I don't know if I want to complete a section and then come back here and then explore that area, because the pacing of Ticktown is a little bit weird to me at the moment. I don't know how often I should be frequenting this place. I don't have a clear, like, way back, so the game should be able to pace things out evenly enough, like, every time you move about to a new checkpoint. Yeah. every time you move out to a new checkpoint, that should be reason enough to move people about and give them some new dialogue. I know a lot about some of the master clockmakers. Okay. Lane Master X 10, or maybe Grimmick Master 5. We don't know much about them. We don't even know Master 12's name. Very Organization 13-esque, I guess. Okay. Time to stop. It was never nighttime again. Oh no, it was always nighttime. Now I won't be able to drink milk in peace. Are you still scared?
Huh?
You're shaking this time as well, actually. Holy moly. Arpeggio, buddy! Okay. One of your precious boxes did find its way near me. Oh, it is just music. That's a lot of music tracks. Awesome. That's a cool little addition. Yeah, good stuff. You're still gonna say the same shit, aren't you? I can't be asked. Okay, I guess that's all. We could check out the optional stuff before we do anything, I guess. Sure, let's have a look see. I don't want to fuck up the pacing. That's the only thing. Like, if we're really close, I kind of just want to, like, be done with it. Move on from it at this point, you know?
No problem.
Hello, buddy. What's all this? It's amazing you managed to get across. How did you do it? Oh, it wasn't hard once I remembered that I can flow. That's the only reason people aren't here? I don't think that's a good thing to do. Hey, kid, over here. Oh, a forge. Somewhere hot. Aha! Okay, well that has clarified something for me, which means that we should be on the lookout for someone who's doing a little hide and seek. This is cool. Little cute area. A silly musician's back in town. Yes, yes. He was away learning new songs for several months. He learned the one where he gets a real job. Fuck off. I'll destroy these boxes. Okay. Has anyone seen a small child around here? Because he said that he was going to be hiding somewhere hot. He's going to power up Minato. I do have some, but also 200 shards. Okay. Oh, molten time. That does look nice. That looks very nice. Oh. That's... Oh, I thought you were going to, like, power it up or something. You're gonna make, like when he was saying, are you gonna sharpen it? I thought, ah, yeah, that would make sense, because is sword and sword need to be sharp? Yes, please. We are definitely getting a super jump at some point. Okay, let's have a look. Is there anything else around here? No? Okay. I guess we just, we finish this section off then, and then, we'll have a little talk. Have a little convo. Hang on. I assume that this big door over here is to take us elsewhere. Like, yeah, that's not for now. That'll be in the future. Cool. Oh, look at this thing. Okay. I assume there are no other grapples about the place. That's pretty much it, right? There's another door over there. Lots of little optional things about the place, but yeah, that's why I think that we're going to get a super jump at some point, because I'm just wondering how to get over there. Right. Let's do this. Ugh. Toasty, toasty, sender, sender. I want to know how we get this. Available in the Traveler's Shop. Is it? Because, I was there. And it did not appear to be the case. Why is this? Why are they doing that? Why are they having that same conversation? Right. There's nothing here. You're the traveler for sure. Should I pet you? I'm trying to think of like what I would have done differently previously. As far as I'm aware, there's no other shop around. Like, this is the bakery. Maybe I do have to go a little bit further into the game. But it was an upgrade, wasn't it? It was to make, to make our elemental ability a bit stronger. Why would it say it's in the shop, but it's not? I'm genuinely, like, I'm trying to think of, like, what I have, like, what I'm missing out on, you know? I have a feeling that what's going to happen, gameplay-wise anyway, for this playthrough is that I'm going to, like, we'll do everything box standard, get everything that we can now, and then once all that's done, we'll do like a round, like we'll wander about essentially. Okay, I now know why I was thrown up a little bit. The lava's rising. It's not.
That must have hurt.
Yeah, the lava's rising. It's not the platform shrinking. Aha! Well, that was easy enough. There wasn't really anything that we had to go out of our way to pick up there. Oh, hello. That was smooth. I've been trying to keep my eye on Cuckoo because I haven't really seen Cuckoo do much in the way of kill things, you know. What's happening? What's any of this about? I guess that. Ugh, just mistimed the jump, that's all. Yeah, I'm good. Right, this is another fight. Or not. It's just a grand entrance to a new place. Okay. And there's nothing behind these pillars. Nope. Okay, let's go.
Wow, getting away from that thing really is going to be a problem.
Spare!
Look at you two. You're just in time. So, how goes your little quest?
Better now that I get another chance to pick you to a pulp!
Are you the one behind Mount Cinder's eruption? Ticktown's in danger.
Is that supposed to mean something to me? All of this, all irrelevant very soon. You can thank my tower.
Exactly what are you trying to do?
Ugh, again with the questions. No wonder your sister found you so annoying.
You don't know a thing about Lyra.
Don't I? I know she's finally able to finish her project without some clumsy little brute pestering her. Trust me, she's never been able to work quite as peacefully as she is now. And you, Bird, that thing you're missing, it's being used for something far more important.
Shut up!
Syrian, you're falling for the bait!
Yeah.
Did she say she was trying to escape from something?
That was kind of cool though. Ooh, last time. Yeah, she's been working him quite a bit, trying to push him, and she's found the way forward now. That's cool.
Some of your skin on when the law gets to you.
What a coward! She ran off again.
We're the ones about to get cooked!
Really?
Right.
Surprise!
Okay. I see. Okay. What am I? Oh! Oh, they're like levers. Okay. Where do I start? Okay, they've just come out now. You. Grab you. And that's it, okay. I don't know why I thought there would be one more. Not gonna lie, telegraphing is pretty good on this guy. Also not gonna lie, oh come on. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was only a few this time. Oh, I was gonna say, I haven't taken damage about that. Oh, okay. I'm trying to. There we go. This happened with the last boss. Where, like, there was a rhythm throughout the entire thing, and then at the end it was throwing absolutely everything at you. Like, the lava waves was something that I thought was going to happen from the get-go, didn't happen, and then only happened in the final, like, smidgen of the fight. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not bad. Like, it's just like, why did you do that then? Yeah, that was a good fight. It reminded me a lot, like, I've got an Ocarina of Time video in the works, and it reminded me a lot of criticisms that I have of the Ocarina of Time bosses tend to be that they, same with Mario bosses for that matter, Nintendo have this stick up their arse when it comes to bosses where they want you to be able to read them instantly when you're into a room and just deal with them then and there like that. You will rarely get a boss in a Zelda or a Mario game that will often change up their tactics or have enough, like, in terms of like a variety of attacks for you to actually contend with. More often than not, it'll just be like like 2 or 3 different attacks, and you'll be able to deal with them just fine, because they're just the same 2 or 3 attacks over and over and over again. Something like this, there was like a good like 5 or 6 different things that creature could do at any given point. And it was just about reading it and looking at the animations. As I said, telegraphing it was pretty gosh darn good. But yeah, that final section felt like, I don't fucking know, throws everything at the wall. I was very close to get to a point where I wasn't going to take any damage whatsoever. Which would have surprised me. Bosses have just been decent overall so far. I don't have anything to complain about. Other than, again, like, the spam fire at the end, which would have been fine if it was like you had a part of the fight where it's like there's a wave, just one wave of lava coming at you from one angle, and then it would change every so often, and then it starts to build and build and build and build. Instead, what happened was nothing, and then everything. Yeah, another thing that I often say about bosses as well is that there are some games that tend to throw...
I'm so sick of this damn clock.
Oh, there we go.
Why can't I tighten this screw?
Easy. You always manage to finish the clocks Grandpa assigns you. I'm the one with the big clumsy hands. Can't even hold a screwdriver.
Doggo's barking
Oh,
downstairs at the moment.
ouch. See?
I've been working on this piece for a week and a half, and I just can't make it fit. Ugh, you know what? I'm done.
Whoa, whoa. Where did you get that temper? Not from me, I'll tell you. Come now, flying off the handle won't make the pieces fit. And I don't want to apply extra pressure, but I promised you'd have this done by Zyrion's birthday.
I know I did, but it's impossible. Connecting the pendulum with the gear train and balancing it with the counterweight? I mean, not even a master clockmaker could pull this off.
Look, my star. See the oscillator? Oh, it's not properly adjusted. In this case, you'd be right. Not just any clockmaker could tighten that screw.
Oh, you're right. How did I miss that?
My star, life will throw all kinds of seemingly impossible
Sorry,
obstacles.
I know the clockmakers, so you would expect a lot of clocks. I just like the wall spam.
Control those emotions and find what's missing. Please don't give up. You're very close, and it's turning out beautifully.
Thank you, Grandpa. You always know what to do.
Not so sure about that. I seem to have forgotten the yeast for the cake we're baking tomorrow. Hey, champ, come with me to the market, will you?
Coming. Next time, just make a list, Grandpa.
It happened again. You could do anything, huh? Your grandfather, I mean. Yeah, he really could. He built clocks better than anyone in Ticktown in the world. He was actually the one who taught Lyra how to build cuckoos like you. There are no cuckoos like me, buddy. Yeah, that I can agree with. Zyrian, I'm sorry if I lost my temper back there. I think I went too far. Yeah, I'm sorry to... Oh my god, we fixed it as well.
Lyra.
Now, Lyra is all I have left. If something happened to her, I don't know what I'd do. If it means anything, I'm right here. Thank you for not letting the lava monster crush me. It was a close one, huh? Too close. I think I bit my eyebrows off. Breaking that chain was... Yeah. Oh god, this dialogue. When it hits, you know. What I'm missing, I wish I was as optimistic as you. What's in here?
What's this?
Oh, I see. I was like, what? It's just a potion? Okay. But no, it's that. Prison of the Beast. Holy shit. We 100%ed that because there was nothing there. Right. I guess we head back to Ticktown. And then I will call it there for the time being. Yeah, so that's the door over there. Figured as much. Right. Let's try this again. Yes! Okay, good. Oh, we've got a lot of things to get, actually. Ooh. Oh my goodness. You just thrown everything at me now. Okay, fine. Counterattack. Performs a sweeping counterattack after you perform a perfect dodge. I want that. Okay, right, let's get that. Because I don't know why it took this long to get that, but I guess that's like a pacing thing. That would be good, just on the basis that I'll actually be able to see what Cuckoo was doing. Because it kind of feels like that I'm going crazy a lot of the time. Okay. Awesome. And it is getting brighter. No, the chain is gone and it's almost dawn. Did you do that, Zyrian? We did. Cuckoo and I did it together. That's great. Keep it up. I wonder if we went up there, would there be any scene? There's been lots of little things like that at the moment. Like, lots of little details that I quite enjoy. That could easily be missed. God, it's so 0.2 coded. Huh? Ah, okay, never mind. It would be nice if Zirian had like a heart-to-heart with Elira every once in a while, in terms of like just telling her about what's been happening.
Watch out!
So yeah, fragments of Elira are definitely broken into these people. I like that it's turned to this time of day, by the way, and the small stuttering that was there previously is just gone now. That's amusing. Is this guy just given up? And living a more peaceful life, no stress, no anger issues, no yelling. That's sweet. Okay, I guess I could talk a little bit about what we can consider the first act of this game. Thumbs up. I've really enjoyed that, to be fair. As I said, this scratch an itch for me. I kind of need more things like this in my life at the moment. Toontown's like getting a little funkier as well. This is gonna be same as before. Still no bites. Okay. Right, yeah. I guess we'll do a top to bottom. Whole situation is doing a number on my mental health. Oh no. Yeah, we'll do a top to bottom, because I assume that all this dialogue's just going to stay here the way it is as well. It means that we can actually get some gubbins along the way. But yeah, as I said, first in terms of like a first act of this game, pretty good stuff. Yeah, look at that. It's all peaceful now, to an extent. And we've also got 2 potions. Right. I need quite a few of these little fellas, so I don't really know what the protocol is here. Oh, we saw Cuckoo attack! Oh my goodness, it's happening more often. Okay, how many little blips do you do? Oh, that didn't work.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Did I miss this before? Or have all of those ones come back too? That'd be a little insane. Yeah, the problem is that we still have these. Like, unless you're gonna... Oh no, I must have just missed that one. Okay, fine. Yeah, the problem is that as long as you've got like the health crates so readily available, it doesn't matter like how many potion slots I have. It's a reserve, that's what that is, but they're so frequent it doesn't really matter. I didn't actually have a look at what I was going to look for within this area. I assume, like, we're not going to be able to get everything in this trip still. Yeah, like, this is here, so I might as well do that and do that. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. There doesn't appear to be any grapple points around here. I assume we have to go a bit further in. But yeah, so combat-wise, let's talk about a bit about that so far. So, it would be an absolute lie to say that there's no depth to this. It feels like I heard that the idea was that they're trying to do something Souls-based. Oh no, the idea is that they were trying to do something like akin to like Souls a little bit, at least in terms of like the dodging and parrying. I feel that. I do think that there's a few too many, like, things on screen at the same time when it comes to those enemies. I am, like, half the time I am enjoying the fights because I can visually tell what's happening at what time. I'm not gonna lie to you, there are some fights here where, like, I'm just praying. Okay, I see what's happening. What's all this? Oh, that's just a shortcut? That's disappointing. No, there's gotta be something, right? There is. There's a box. There's a box. How do I get the box? How would I get that, actually? I can't... Yeah, Okay, this is going to be interesting. I could blast it. Oh, I could do that. Oh, it's just crystals. Okay. I'm not happy about that. You put something there for me to get, and it was just goddamn more currency. That was it.
That was neat.
Okay. But yeah, once again, the fact that like dodging and countering is actually incentivized in this game is a really big thumbs up. Telegraphing is all really good. As far as I'm aware, hitboxes are as well.
Okay, done.
Was there an encounter here previously? I don't know if there was. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Okay, I think that it's just a matter of like proceeding with things. That's fine. A bit miffed by all of that. You just had grapples here for me to go back to, and it just gave me more gems. That was it. Oh, that leads forwards. I did not mean to do that. I want to head back. Oh god. I suppose that's not the worst trick in the world. I mean, I can just run around and collect all of the gems I need for absolutely all of the upgrades that we've got at the moment if I really wanted to. It's just the dialogue line where it's like, oh, Mount Cinder has cooled off, so you might as well go there and check it out. It's like, no, because there is nothing there. I mean, there is, but there's nothing that we can do right now. It is very disappointing. Because that's sort of how you would do it, isn't it? You would have like, oh, you've got a new ability, so now you can like go around the place and you can look at all this really cool stuff that you couldn't do before. Metroidvania style stuff.
That was awesome! That
But,
Brains are
no.
close.
Apparently not. I mean, there might be, but I just don't know where it would be. You know? Okay, yeah, we'll just head back. I mean, oh, Mount Cinder has cooled off, so there's going to be a bunch of things that you can see there now. Okay, cool. But I bet you there are going to be a bunch of things that I'll need to, like, get other stuff for to do at this point. Oh, it gives me that feeling where it's just like, I might as well just go through the base game, get towards the end, and then run around and collect everything that I need to. Because I bet you once I've got enough stuff, it's not going to take me that long just to rush through everything. How many gems have I got? Just over 1,000. I can get something with that, can't I? That's not that expensive. Oh, I could just very quickly get the stuff for that. Right, I'll get that, and then we'll get enough gems to get that to get the last ability, because then that just means that we can go into the next episode with like a fresh slate, as it were. Yeah, I always get a little itchy when games do that. When they go, oh look, you can go back to this area. Perhaps you'll see things that you couldn't, that you haven't been able to see before. It leads to the beach. Awesome. Yeah, you'll be able to see things that you haven't been able to see before. Isn't that great? And it's like, yeah, that's great. But also, you need like a power up from this place, a power up from this place, a power up from this place, which I don't mind. I don't mind having like a multi-layer place where you need like power up from throughout the entire game. That's not the issue. The issue is that I went back, I grappled, and the only thing I got out of it was more gems. Oh, I need more gems anyway. Okay, so what's that? 2,000 gems I need? You can get that real quick. Yeah, let's okay. Let's go to the previous areas and get that sort of stuff. We can save the new area for the next episode. It's not a massive issue, because like I know that I'll be able to do that at some point. I'm just quite methodical. I hear that I can go to a place and discover something, and I'm like, oh cool, thank you for telling me. I will go try that out. And then I'll go there, and the game will be like, okay, you can, like, not really, but that's okay. Is Scorched Robe still gonna look the same? Was it only on fire because of the... Yes. Well, that sucks. I would have liked a transformation. And the volcano settled down, but it's still bubbling away. Okay. What to do? This sucks, this sucks, this sucks. Yeah, I don't know, like, at this point, maybe something to get rid of this stuff. I can't believe I just went back, with a new upgrade. And all I got from it was like, oh, there's one grapple point here. Here's some gems. Like, okay. The renewable resource? I've said it before as well, but like the promise of like being told that like, oh, Mount Cinder is just like chill now. Isn't that pretty cool? And then you go there and it's like, it's aesthetically it's the same. I know it's a volcano, but it'd be cool if there was like, again, an area transformation and stuff like that. That's sort of what I was expecting from that dialogue. So yeah, maybe a better checkpoint is in order as well, because I am slowly but surely realizing that a lot of the checkpoints are positioned at the end of sections, meaning that I'm having to turn around and walk back through them. Which, you know, for revisiting purposes, just makes me think that if there's anything I can do right now, I might as well just do it immediately. Which I guess isn't a bad mentality to have, but it really fucks with the round trip mentality. Are we actually gonna get 2,000 gems from just doing this? Maybe. Ah, I suppose I didn't get this. Wait, have these like replenished? Yeah, I can be a little bit, like, more hazardous as well when it comes to my attacks. Because I've got 2 potions now. I don't have to think as much. I wonder if I were to make it through here, go to the teleport point, if I were to head back to the forest, are we thinking that that crate respawns? Because if that's the case, that's really exploitable. I bet you the game just wants me to continue. I mean, at least we are getting some stuff. Which way did I come from again? Oh, that's a problem. Okay. Oh, they don't replenish. Okay. So there is a chance that the box has not respawned, although I do need to check that out. Because if it does, that's a problem. Oh god! Okay, fine. Right, yeah. We can just go backwards through here, to be fair. That might be... I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that might be an idea. Would you like to refight the boss here? Yes! I quite enjoyed that boss, actually. Seems to be quite fair when it comes to timing. You know, I'm not given loads of time, but you're given enough to get the job done. And it's Like, it's within, like, a second or so left, but that's how you would want it to be. Right, yeah, we can't get that yet. Oh god. There we go. Woo! It's seeing all the other stuff that's here. That's primarily what's frustrating me. It's just seeing all the other things that I'll be able to do when I get more power-ups later on. But like, again, wouldn't it be pretty cool if like all of this was put out at this point or something like that? That was awesome. But yeah, the multiple potion thing as well doesn't seem to be a factor. Like, can get multiple potions. This is true. Also, there's not a reason to. Is it just you?
God, I'm getting the hang of this.
Okay, yeah. We could talk about narrative as well, actually. That picked up. Holy shit, did that pick up? My final thoughts on the demo, when I was done with that, were just, you know, want more, please. And, you know, I want a hook, essentially. I want something to get into, and this game gave me it. Seems to be very Organization 13 inspired with those little gremlin mask boys. Just do not necessarily believe that determines what they are going to be, though. The box has not respawned. Okay. Maybe I should just look around. Because I have a feeling that this is only going to be here for the sake of very quickly getting to and from, when it's really not needed. Okay, fine. Fine. I'm just calling it then in that case. But yeah, consider me hooked. Dialogue works. The issue with the demo was legitimately just cut content and lack of context, which you might think, oh, well, it's a demo. Of course, it's not going to have like the complete amount of like context surrounding each conversation. You need to play the rest of the game to figure that out. But that's your hook. You know, it would be really great if I didn't have to take a chance to find that out. Instead, you could just be like, oh yeah, no, don't worry, it's guaranteed. Like, there is a hook here. There is something worthwhile. So, thumbs up that we got there. I'll say that. Again, yeah, combat's very, very, very responsive. That's something else I want to say. Like, I push a button, he does something. The animation's very quick and swift. There doesn't seem to be much of a delay with that sort of stuff. Rolling's quick, which means that timing is all on me. If I fuck up, then I fuck up. Cuckoo is finally doing some damage. I don't know if I was just going through things too quickly, switching targets or something like that, but I didn't really notice Cuckoo do much damage beforehand. And now it finally looks like, oh no, that's the case. You know, damage is occurring. Yeah, I probably, again, I know it's an indie game, but, you know, you can dream. like, I kind of wish that there was something a little bit more involving to go back to in these early sections. So not just like... Ooh. Not just like extra content in general, like that would be nice, but like, if I was to go back here and it's like, oh, there was like a warning not to go to a certain area just yet because there was a big old super secret boss here or something like that, that'd be good. Big old thumbs up with that. I'd like to go back. Maybe something that requires the grapple. We haven't used the grapple in combat yet, actually. I should try that out. But yeah. That would be very nice. Platforming as well. It seems very 50-50. Sometimes it gets everything right, in terms of like distances, what's required of a jump, stuff like that. And then other times it's a bit... You know, it's pushing it or it's way too lenient. It's either one way or the other a lot of the time. Anyways, yeah, game looks beautiful as well. The more it's turning into daytime, the better it's looking. Jesus Christ, can't get words out today. But yeah, we'll leave it there. As I said, I'll probably try to stream another bout of this later on. If I cannot, then I will try to get an hour of this done tomorrow, an hour or two. We'll just see. I can't promise it's going to be 3 hours like today. And then there'll be a few days break because I've got other things that I need to get doing in my personal life. But if we keep going at this pace, it shouldn't take that long to finish this game. Should be pretty fun. So yeah, see you then. Goodbye. Thank you for joining in.